Is he going to get on the intercom and demand that Gotham be evacuated lest he releases ultimate fear toxin? Ah. Suddenly, behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. Second class. X-Men, second class. What in... The Scarecrow Man draws closer, dragging its long, ungangly metallic arm behind it. Sakuya, watch out! It sounds like RPG battle music. Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards within which scatter across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but it apparently isn't friendly. Sakuya, we have to run. I am well aware. Pant. Did we lose it? I think so. Lucky it moves so slowly. What was that? Surely no one could devise a prank as bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. I've never heard of a human made of metal and burlap and murder, the dome, and now this. I know not who's behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so. Sakuya reminds me of Thor the way he speaks. More mead. For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki that we have a killer robot walking around. Oh, welcome back, Kawara. Rogaine. Yeah, Rogaine. I remember that one. Would you like some tea? Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something happened. The headmaster must have been hiding from the scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kawara. You become incoherent. Sorry. We were attacked by a giant creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Yeah. Like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous. Are the other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in here, we should probably tell every birdie to stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens indeed. Not only were we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems like we must contend with this monstrous new guest. I wondered what the Scarecrow Man's connection to all of this is. A Scarecrow Man, you say? Doctor? Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now. I was awake here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki. You two may well have a right to know what I've found, given your efforts toward the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I have learned from the lumps of meat which once were Miss Angelus. ... Control yourself, Kawara. Falling out amongst ourselves would only do us harm. I know. Ho! Anyway, we lack the tools for a proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. There were no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick. She was dismembered after death, then, Doctor? It would appear so. There's little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up some time after death. Ancient was one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly. Meaning someone poisoned her. Why? For the sake of the grotesque? Or to make her easier to carry, or for some other reason. Disgusting either way. I suppose I should tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Angelus died yesterday, after school. In the evening, then. Precisely. And she was found this morning. In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along. Quara, her house was near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school. No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I just asked her to walk home with me. I see. Perhaps I should ask any other students with whom she was close. You're going out again? Be careful. It sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous. Don't worry, we can outrun the scarecrow if it shows up again. Incidentally, I went home early yesterday too. I left as soon as class ended. So I only know what Colleen has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened in the rest of the school, sadly. So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Wami saw Ancient yesterday afternoon. Oh, right. Could we ask a favor of you, Mr. Nanaki? A favor? The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. If there's a spare key to his door, could we use it? A spare key? Yes, there should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you. Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon. Be careful out there. You too, sir. Quara is a strange boy. I wonder why he lied about going straight home. ... So, Colleen secretly killed me, huh? Probably because I gave him such shit in the last few episodes. We won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let us work on the murder case until then. Right, we should ask everybody where they were yesterday. The doctor said he was in the infirmary until he went home. I wonder if we can trust him. Do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawara. Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakuya. He's a world authority, but that doesn't make him honest. You know nothing of what that means. The head of the LeBoeuf family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Awami. He makes medicine? Save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he has made to the medical world? I didn't know. I thought he was some kind of some kid of mad scientist. Let's get that straight. He's not a kind of mad scientist. He's some kid of a mad scientist. Not even a mad scientist. Some kid of mad scientist. Cooking up nothing but death and all around woe. You have become biased by the foolish rumors and the peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the LeBoeuf family is indebted to him. A noble bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect. That is why he's so polite to the doctor. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, let's go. Very well. Go to... the maintenance office. Let's check that out. Hmm. Am I the only one who thinks it's really creepy that their base of operations is in the janitor closet? It sounds like some shenanigans are going on in the school, and I don't mean the ones that we're seeing here. Just if I see a bunch of kids going to the janitor's closet, you know, you start getting other ideas. Mr. One, you two again. Come in. How goes the investigation? Well, I hope. We went to the headmaster's office, and as you requested, it was locked, however. Yeah, we got attacked by this weird thing outside there. I'm glad you're okay. The office isn't that far from... Was that thing a muddy scarecrow, like man, perhaps? Ooh, yeah. So you've seen it too? Just now, yeah, on the second floor. I caught a glimpse of it from behind at the other side of the corridor, and didn't stick around to let it see me. So alas, I was not blessed with a look at its pretty face. Coward. Hey, we ran away as soon as we saw it too. Anyway, it sounds like it was wandering around the building. Maybe it would be better for you to leave, Mr. One. Watch it be like Mr. Own or something, and I've been calling him Mr. One this whole time. I don't know Japanese pronunciation, so I'm going to keep calling him One. Don't worry for me, young one. Young Own. My duties prevent me from leaving this room. You two aren't planning to call off your investigation because of a bad guy or two either. Well, yeah, it's true. Already stuck in the rut of unadaptable middle age. Don't come crying to us if you get hurt. I've come within touching distance of death in the past. I will be fine. Okay. That's just a weird way to say that. I've come within touching distance. I wonder what kind of death comes that close to a maintenance worker. Then again, knowing this school, there could be all kinds of evil going on behind the scenes. Well, I mean, One is clearly a contact for Ouya, and Ouya is like James Bond. One is probably like his M or something, or I don't know, one of his contacts in the field. Well then, what are you standing around for? I believe orders were given for everyone to gather in the gymnasium to avoid the scarecrow. Same goes for you. Why aren't you heading over there? Erp. I can't just sit around. Indeed, same here. Hence walking around the school. On that note, I'd better go to the lab. Professor Nanaki wanted me there. What for? Something you asked him to do. What, spy on Ryuta? Oh. He wants you to help him keep an eye on the Dr. Wamin. Most likely, yes. The doctor and ancient, that is. Anyway, you two go on with the investigation. This is so fucked up. It's like the game just took this, and the music's so upbeat, just took like this 180 spin. And now all of a sudden it's going to be this lighthearted thing and turn into like this kind of a dark story. I'll be watching over her, so don't worry. Right. Wait. Yeah? According to the autopsy, Angelus died after school yesterday. Did you see her during that time? Yesterday evening, huh? What did the doctor say? Just that he'd been in the infirmary all day. I was there too. We were inspecting and cleaning all day, so I can verify the doctor's alibi. I told you not to doubt him without evidence, Kawara. Alright. At this point, the prime suspect is that scarecrow anyway. That's everything. Well, I do. We should head out too. But first, let's write down what we found. Alright, let's go. Write down what we found. What is this, Resident Evil? We've sat at a typewriter. The students in the gymnasium have grown somewhat restless since the evacuation. Shut up, with no explanation. Oh, I thought someone was telling them to shut up with no explanation, and now there's a suspicious individual wandering the campus. I guess even doves lose their cool eventually. And they cry. I keep saying it. I've heard it for decades. San, where are you? Cool, Oko-san is right here. Alive and well so far. Cool, where did you see Sakuya go? Leaving Oko-san behind and going outside is not fair. You just confused the issue if we brought you along. We came back because we had a question for you. Cool. Come at me, whippersnapper. They like that line. That's not what you usually practice on the playground after school, right? Cool. Of course, it's Oko-san's duty as track captain. Did you see Ancient while you were out there yesterday? Cool. No, Oko-san did not see her then, or as he was going home. Okay. Can we really be sure that he would have noticed her, even if she had been there while he was running? Good point. I don't think he notices the two asking him questions in front of him. I think he just says things. Cool. Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory. Cool. If you had asked Oko-san about the blood-stained interloper, then he would have had something to say. Exclamation? Exclamation? Wait, Sam, what did you just... Cool. Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory. After that, imbecile. Cool. If you had asked Oko-san about the blood-stained interloper he saw, then he would have had something to say. Cool. Oko-san saw the interloper going to the infirmary. The infirmary? Could that have been Ancient? She wouldn't have been stained with blood until after she died. She was a bit hyper, but I don't think she'd still be walking around after that at that point. Cool. It was not Ancient. It was a bird known as... Oh, unknown to Oko-san. Was Tori spelling? So someone covered in blood was going into the infirmary after school. Who in? Whoever he is, he's our prime suspect now. Thanks for telling us, son. At least we found something. Even if it raises more questions than it answers. Yeah. Some bird who San doesn't know. That could be anyone. Could it have been someone from outside the school? It's past noon already. Let us hurry onwards. And so we walked about the school, searching for clues of Ancients and the mysterious blood-stained stranger. We were lucky enough to avoid encountering the scarecrow, but we didn't find any information either. Where to now? Nanaki has probably gotten the key for us by now. Let us return to the lab. Okay. Ellipse? Huh? What is it? Did you say something just now? I did not. Could it be that confounded scarecrow again? No, it's not him. I thought I heard somebody say something. Bah, don't scare me like that. Though we've been walking around half the day, it's hardly surprising that your mind should be playing tricks on you. This is... the library. Oh no, Ginky. What if there's somebody in here? They might not have heard the alarm. Are we gonna be busting ghosts in a minute? Let's check. Very well. Far removed from the emergency throughout the rest of the school, the library is the same as always, empty. It's a little gloomier than usual. I guess there's no one here. Pull yourself together, Koara. I have no use for subordinates who lose their hold on their sanity. Since when am I your subordinate? Sorry, Sakuya. Let's head back to the lab. Ellipses? Something happened. Something bad happened. I should have known that would happen after this. If it hadn't been for me, none of it would have happened at all. Wow. What was I trying to do here? What did I see? Why can't I remember? Oh, Genki. Ellipses. Ellipses. I can't hear. What are you saying? You're fading away. All I'm just saying is busted makes me feel good. It's too far. Miss Angelus? Mr. Nanaki? Welcome back. Have you found anything interesting? Yet another suspicious individual. But sad, we should not speak with the headmaster first. Have you gotten the key? Yes, I have, right here. Thank you, sir. Well, let's go have a look, shall we? The doctor and I will be here. Be careful. Adieu. Clear left. It's funny, I don't imagine James Bond being the stay behind type. Clear right. James Bird. Good. Doesn't look like the scarecrow's here. That's good. If I had to fly away for something like that, I might panic and hit the ceiling. You'd probably just fall asleep. Alright, Quail's reflex when startled is to fly straight up. We should hear it dragging its arms when it moves, so we'll have plenty of time to get away. Let's go in. Right, let's see. The headmaster who's gathered us all in the gym without any real explanation. How many of our questions will he be able to answer? He's probably not even in there. Excuse us. Ellipses? Maybe he's not here. It's probably a secret passage. That or hiding. There's somebody at the desk. Oh, I love that. I love that Alfred Hitchcock-esque outline. He's sitting with his back to us, but his feathers are the unmistakable green of Nicobar. Speak to us, headmaster. Have you gone deaf? He's a scarecrow too. Where's Scarecrow? Sakuya, be polite. Japan is the country of courtesy, after all. Says who? I thought it was a country of stereotypical views on women and minorities, to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying they're not nice. I'm just saying that you can't claim that they're more courteous than any other country when they, kind of don't show courtesy to other members of their own society. Is it his fault or mine that we had to come here? Headmaster, will you? This. Sakuya? Exclamation. The thing here is no longer the headmaster. His half-closed eyes are dull and cloudy. Yeah, he's that Zombird I saw earlier. The skin showing beneath his feathers is pallid. What madness? What Sparta? Him too? Second class, end. What a way to end the second class. Third class. X-Men, third class.